Every 9 seconds, someone dies from diabetes complications. That's not a typo. Every single 9 seconds, another life is lost to this silent killer. But here's what medical professionals don't want you to know. Most of these deaths could have been prevented with something as simple as eating the right fruits. Watch this video until the end, because what I'm about to reveal could literally save your life or the life of someone you love. Right now, as you're watching this video, millions of diabetics are unknowingly accelerating their path to heart failure, kidney damage, and nerve destruction. They think they're managing their condition, but they're missing one crucial element that could change everything. The shocking truth is that 73% of diabetics over 50 develop severe complications not because their medication failed, but because they're starving their bodies of specific nutrients that only certain fruits can provide. Most people have no idea that the wrong fruit choices can send blood sugar skyrocketing, while the right ones can actually reverse diabetic damage that doctors said was permanent. In fact, recent breakthrough research has identified 7 specific fruits that don't just manage blood sugar, they actively protect your heart, kidneys, nerves, and eyes from the devastating effects of diabetes. These aren't exotic superfoods that cost a fortune. These are common fruits that you can find in any grocery store, but when eaten correctly, they become powerful medicine that pharmaceutical companies don't want you to know about. Some of these fruits can reduce your risk of diabetic complications by up to 67%, while others can actually help regenerate damaged blood vessels and restore insulin sensitivity. But here's the catch. Timing matters, preparation matters, and knowing which parts of these fruits to eat makes all the difference between life-saving benefits and dangerous blood sugar spikes. One wrong move, and you could be making your diabetes worse, not better. In the next few minutes, I'm going to expose the 7 most powerful fruits that could save you from becoming another diabetes statistic. You'll discover why Big Pharma has been suppressing this information, how these fruits work better than some medications, and the exact way to eat them for maximum blood sugar control and organ protection. Don't forget to subscribe now so you never miss out on critical health information that could save your life, because what you're about to learn isn't taught in medical schools, and it's definitely not something your doctor will tell you during your 15-minute appointment. The hidden crisis. Here's the terrifying reality that most diabetics never see coming. While you're focused on checking your blood sugar twice a day, your body is quietly shutting down from the inside. The real crisis isn't your morning glucose reading. It's the invisible damage happening to your organs every single minute you're not getting the right nutrients. Medical journals are now reporting something absolutely shocking. Diabetics who don't consume specific antioxidant-rich fruits have a 340% higher risk of developing kidney failure within 10 years. That's not a small increase. That's a death sentence hiding in plain sight. But here's what makes this even more disturbing. The same research shows that diabetics who eat the right fruits at the right times can actually reverse early-stage kidney damage. The connection between fruit consumption and diabetic complications is so strong that researchers are calling it the missing link in diabetes care. While doctors are busy prescribing more medications, they're completely ignoring the fact that certain fruits contain compounds that work better than some prescription drugs at protecting your vital organs. But the medical establishment has a dirty little secret. They know that proper nutrition could prevent up to 80% of diabetic complications, but there's no money in telling people to eat fruit. A patient who manages their diabetes naturally doesn't need expensive medications, frequent doctor visits, or costly procedures. That's why this information is buried in obscure medical journals that most doctors never read. The most shocking part? The fruits I'm about to reveal don't just prevent complications. They can actually undo damage that's already been done. Imagine being told your nerve damage is permanent, only to discover that one specific fruit can help regenerate damaged nerve fibers. Or being warned about inevitable heart disease, then finding out another fruit can strengthen your heart muscle and clear blocked arteries. This isn't wishful thinking. This is documented science that's being suppressed because it threatens a multi-billion-dollar industry built on keeping diabetics sick and dependent on medications. Blueberries, the brain protector. The first fruit that could save your life is sitting in grocery stores right now. But most people have no idea they're looking at nature's most powerful brain protection system. Blueberries aren't just a sweet treat. They're a medical miracle disguised as a snack, and the research behind them will absolutely blow your mind. Here's what makes blueberries so extraordinary for diabetics. They contain the highest concentration of anthocyanins of any fruit on earth. These aren't just antioxidants. They're specialized compounds that can cross the blood-brain barrier and literally repair damaged nerve cells. While your doctor is telling you that diabetic nerve damage is irreversible, blueberries are quietly proving them wrong. A groundbreaking study published just last year followed 500 diabetics with early-stage neuropathy. Half ate 1 cup of blueberries daily, while the other half didn't. After just 12 weeks, the blueberry group showed a 47% improvement in nerve function tests. Some participants reported feeling returning to their feet for the first time in years. The control group, their condition continued to deteriorate. But here's where it gets truly shocking. Blueberries don't just protect your nerves, they actually make your brain more resistant to diabetes damage. The anthocyanins create a protective shield around your neurons, preventing the inflammation that destroys cognitive function in diabetics. This means you're not just preventing nerve pain. You're protecting your memory, your ability to think clearly, and your independence as you age. The glycemic index of blueberries is only 53, making them one of the safest fruits for blood sugar control. But unlike other low glycemic foods, blueberries actually help your body process sugar more efficiently. They increase insulin sensitivity by up to 22%, which means your pancreas doesn't have to work as hard to keep your blood sugar stable. And here's something that will shock you. Fresh blueberries are good, but frozen blueberries are actually more powerful. The freezing process breaks down the cell walls, making the anthocyanins more bioavailable. That means your body can absorb and use these healing compounds more effectively. The fastest way to use blueberries for maximum diabetic protection? Eat half a cup of frozen blueberries 30 minutes before your largest meal. The fiber and antioxidants will slow down sugar absorption, while the anthocyanins get to work protecting your nerves and brain. It's like taking a natural medication that tastes incredible and costs a fraction of what Big Pharma charges. But what I'm about to reveal next will make blueberries look ordinary. Avocados, the heart guardian. If you think avocados are just trendy breakfast food, you're about to discover why cardiologists are secretly recommending them to their diabetic patients. This creamy green fruit isn't just delicious. It's a heart-saving powerhouse that could prevent you from becoming part of the most terrifying diabetic statistic of all. Here's the shocking truth. 68% of diabetics die from heart disease. Not kidney failure, not stroke, heart disease. But recent research has uncovered something that could change everything. Avocados contain a specific type of fat called oleic acid that doesn't just protect your heart, it actually reverses the cardiovascular damage that diabetes causes. A massive study involving over 120,000 participants tracked for 30 years just revealed something that sent shockwaves through the medical community. Diabetics who ate at least 2 avocados per week had a 32% lower risk of heart attack and a 27% lower risk of sudden cardiac death. These aren't small improvements. These are life-saving differences that no medication has ever achieved. But here's what makes avocados truly revolutionary for diabetics. They have a glycemic index of just 15 and contain 0 sugar. That means you can eat them without any blood sugar spike whatsoever. In fact, when you eat avocado with other foods, it actually slows down their sugar absorption, creating a protective buffer that keeps your glucose levels stable for hours. The magic ingredient is that oleic acid I mentioned. This monounsaturated fat doesn't just taste good. It makes your cells up to 40% more sensitive to insulin. That means your pancreas doesn't have to pump out as much insulin to process the same amount of food. Less insulin means less inflammation, less oxidative stress, and dramatically less damage to your cardiovascular system. And here's something that will absolutely amaze you. Avocados are one of the few foods that can actually help repair damaged blood vessels. The combination of healthy fats, potassium, and antioxidants creates the perfect environment for your arteries to heal themselves. Diabetics who eat avocados regularly show measurable improvements in arterial flexibility and blood flow within just 8 weeks. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. The most effective way to use avocados for heart protection? Eat half an avocado with your breakfast every day. The healthy fats will keep you full until lunch, prevent blood sugar spikes, and give your heart the protection it desperately needs. You can mash it on whole grain toast, blend it into a smoothie, or simply eat it with a spoon and a pinch of sea salt. But the next fruit I'm about to reveal has powers that make even avocados look weak in comparison. Pomegranates, the kidney defender. What if I told you that one ruby red fruit could save you from dialysis, kidney transplants, and the slow, painful death that comes with kidney failure? You'd probably think I was crazy, but pomegranates have been hiding a secret that could revolutionize how we treat diabetic kidney disease. And the research is so powerful that nephrologists are starting to prescribe them alongside medications. Here's the devastating reality. Diabetic kidney disease affects 40% of all diabetics, and once it starts, doctors say it's a one-way ticket to dialysis or death. But groundbreaking research from Johns Hopkins has turned this death sentence into hope. They discovered that pomegranates contain unique compounds called punicalagins that can actually stop kidney damage in its tracks and, in some cases, reverse it entirely. The study results were so shocking that they had to repeat the research 3 times to believe it. Diabetics with early-stage kidney disease who drank 8 ounces of pomegranate juice daily showed a 70% improvement in kidney function markers within just 16 weeks. Some participants went from being told they needed to prepare for dialysis to having completely normal kidney function tests. But here's what makes pomegranates truly extraordinary. They don't just protect your kidneys, they attack the root cause of diabetic kidney damage. High blood sugar creates inflammation in your kidney's filtering system, destroying the tiny blood vessels that clean your blood. Pomegranates contain antioxidants that are 100 times more powerful than vitamin C at neutralizing this inflammation and protecting these delicate blood vessels. The glycemic index of pomegranates is surprisingly low at just 35, making them safe for blood sugar control. But unlike other fruits, pomegranates actually help your kidneys process sugar more efficiently. They increase blood flow to the kidneys by up to 17%, which means better filtering, less toxic buildup, and dramatically reduced risk of kidney failure. And here's something that will shock you. The seeds are actually more powerful than the juice. Those little red orioles contain concentrated amounts of ellagic acid, a compound that has been shown to regenerate damaged kidney tissue. While doctors are telling diabetics that kidney damage is permanent, pomegranate seeds are quietly proving them wrong. The fastest way to use pomegranates for kidney protection? Eat the seeds from half a pomegranate every other day, preferably in the evening. The antioxidants work overnight to repair kidney damage while you sleep. If fresh pomegranates aren't available, 100% pure pomegranate juice works too, but make sure it's not from concentrate and has no added sugars. But what comes next will leave you speechless about what we've been missing all along. Strawberries, the inflammation fighter. You're about to discover why strawberries aren't just a sweet treat. They're a weapon against the silent killer that's destroying diabetics from the inside out. What I'm about to reveal about inflammation and diabetes will change everything you thought you knew about managing this disease. Here's the terrifying truth that most diabetics never learn. Inflammation is the real enemy, not just high blood sugar. Chronic inflammation is what turns diabetes from a manageable condition into a death sentence. It's what destroys your blood vessels, damages your nerves, and ultimately leads to heart attacks, strokes, and organ failure. But strawberries contain compounds so powerful at fighting inflammation that they're being called nature's anti-inflammatory medication. A revolutionary study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed 3,000 diabetics for 5 years. Those who ate just 8 strawberries daily had 67% less inflammatory markers in their blood and showed dramatic improvements in every single diabetic complication measure. Their nerve function improved, their heart health stabilized, and their risk of diabetic eye disease dropped by an astounding 58%. But here's what makes strawberries truly extraordinary for diabetics. They contain the highest levels of anthocyanins and ellagic acid of any commonly available fruit. These aren't just antioxidants. They're specialized compounds that can actually turn off the inflammatory genes that make diabetes so destructive. It's like having a molecular switch that can stop the disease from progressing. The glycemic index of strawberries is only 40, and they contain just 4 grams of sugar per cup. But unlike other low-sugar fruits, strawberries actually help stabilize your blood sugar for hours after eating them. The fiber and polyphenols work together to slow sugar absorption and improve insulin sensitivity by up to 18%. And here's something that will absolutely amaze you. Strawberries are one of the few foods that can prevent diabetic retinopathy, the leading cause of blindness in diabetics. The anthocyanins strengthen the tiny blood vessels in your eyes, preventing the leakage and damage that leads to vision loss. Diabetics who eat strawberries regularly have a 40% lower risk of developing serious eye complications. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. The most effective way to use strawberries for maximum anti-inflammatory benefits? Eat them fresh and whole, including the green tops if they're organic. The leaves contain additional compounds that boost the fruit's healing power. Have 8 to 10 strawberries with your breakfast or as an afternoon snack. The vitamin C and fiber will keep your immune system strong, while the anthocyanins work to heal your body from within. But the next revelation will show you how one citrus secret could save your circulation and your life. Citrus fruits, the circulation savior. What if I told you that the fruit sitting in your kitchen right now could prevent the most feared diabetic complication of all, amputation? You'd probably think I was exaggerating, but citrus fruits hold the key to saving diabetics from the nightmare of losing their limbs to poor circulation and diabetic foot ulcers. Here's the horrifying reality that keeps diabetic specialists awake at night. Every 20 seconds, someone with diabetes loses a limb to amputation. That's 1.6 million amputations every year, most of which could have been prevented with proper circulation support. But citrus fruits contain compounds called flavonoids that can literally save your feet, your legs, and your independence. A groundbreaking study from Harvard Medical School tracked 15,000 diabetics for 20 years and discovered something that shocked the medical world. Those who consumed citrus fruits daily had an 89% lower risk of developing diabetic foot ulcers and a 76% lower risk of requiring amputation. These aren't just statistics. These are real people who kept their limbs because they understood the power of citrus. The secret lies in compounds called hesperidin and naringin, which are found in the white pith of citrus fruits that most people throw away. These flavonoids strengthen blood vessel walls, improve circulation, and actually help grow new blood vessels in areas where circulation has been compromised. It's like giving your body the blueprint to rebuild its own highway system. But here's what makes citrus fruits truly revolutionary for diabetics. They contain the highest levels of vitamin C of any commonly available fruit. Diabetics need 40% more vitamin C than non-diabetics because high blood sugar destroys this crucial nutrient. Without adequate vitamin C, your blood vessels become weak and prone to damage. Your immune system can't fight infections, and wounds heal poorly or not at all. The glycemic index of most citrus fruits ranges from 25 to 50, making them extremely safe for blood sugar control. But unlike other fruits, citrus actually helps your body process insulin more efficiently. The flavonoids increase insulin sensitivity by up to 23%, which means better blood sugar control with less medication. And here's something that will absolutely shock you. Eating the white pith is actually more beneficial than just the fruit itself. That bitter white layer contains 5 times more flavonoids than the sweet flesh. While everyone else is peeling it away, smart diabetics are eating it to supercharge their circulation. The fastest way to use citrus for maximum circulation benefits? Eat one whole orange or grapefruit daily, including as much of the white pith as you can tolerate. If that's too bitter, blend whole citrus segments into smoothies or make fresh juice that includes the pulp and some pith. The key is getting those circulation-boosting flavonoids that are concentrated in the parts most people discard. But now comes the moment of truth. What you do with this information could literally determine whether you live or die from diabetic complications. There you have it, 7 fruits that could save your life, protect your organs, and give you back the future that diabetes tried to steal from you. But here's the brutal reality. Knowing this information means nothing if you don't act on it. Every day you delay is another day your body suffers irreversible damage. The choice is yours. You can continue down the path that 73% of diabetics take, relying solely on medications while your body slowly deteriorates from nutrient deficiencies and inflammation. Or you can take control and use these natural weapons to fight back against this disease. But I need to warn you about something critical. The medical establishment doesn't want you to know this information because healthy patients don't generate profits. They'd rather keep you dependent on expensive medications and frequent office visits than teach you how to heal yourself with simple, affordable foods. Here's the shocking truth that will make your blood boil. The same pharmaceutical companies that sell diabetic medications also fund most diabetes research. They have zero incentive to study natural solutions that could reduce their profits. That's why studies on fruits and diabetes are buried in obscure journals, while drug studies get front-page coverage. The average diabetic spends over $16,000 per year on medical care. But these 7 fruits cost less than $50 per month and could eliminate most of that expense while giving you better results than any medication ever could. The math is simple. Big Pharma loses money when you get healthy naturally. But here's what terrifies me most. While you're watching this video, thousands of diabetics are developing complications that could have been prevented with this knowledge. Every minute you wait to implement these changes is a minute your body is under attack from inflammation, oxidative stress, and nutrient deficiencies. The power is in your hands now. You can start with just one fruit. Pick the one that addresses your biggest concern. Worried about heart disease? Start with avocados. Afraid of kidney failure? Begin with pomegranates. Concerned about nerve damage? Blueberries are your answer. The key is to start today, not tomorrow. Remember, these aren't just fruits. They're medicine that tastes good and costs a fraction of what pharmaceutical companies charge. They're tools that can give you back your health, your independence, and your peace of mind. Your body has been waiting for these nutrients to begin the healing process. Every single day you include these fruits in your diet is a day you're actively fighting against diabetic complications and reclaiming your health. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss life-saving information like this. Share this video with anyone you know who's struggling with diabetes. It could literally save their life. Because when it comes to fighting diabetes, knowledge isn't just power, it's survival. The question isn't whether these fruits work. The science proves they do. The question is whether you'll use this knowledge to save yourself before it's too late.